Hello everyone. Today I will be taking you for an engine room tour of a chemical tanker, and on the way I will try to give you a brief description of the machinery that we have on board the ship. So let's start.
This is the funnel, what you can see on top. And coming down from the funnel deck, this is our N2 generator platform. Like you can see, this is the N2 generator panel. Typically on tankers, you have an IG system. This is the PSA unit of the N2 system. From the panel that I showed before, we can start, stop and control the production of nitrogen. This is an activated carbon tank, a part of the N2 system. Going down, here we have two compressors for the N2 system. This is the number 1 compressor. And this is the number 2 compressor. And here what you can see is the boiler. This is the boiler that we have on board for steam production. Then coming down, this is our economizer, or the EGB, what you call the exhaust gas boiler. This is basically for the waste heat recovery of our exhaust gas from the main engine. Now you can see these are the waste oil tanks. So like you can see, this is our incinerator. And this is the incinerator that we have on board for burning sludge, domestic waste like body rags, paper, etc. And like I showed you earlier, this is the boiler, this is the burner part of the boiler. And this is the burner control panel from where we can adjust the settings and control the boiler operation. Moving down to our ECR platform. So this is our ECR. So this is our ECR, and this is the place from where we can see all the parameters, control our main engine, start and stop our generators, take them on load. This is the main switchboard from where we can control the operation of various machineries and pumps in the engine room. Yeah. Now this is the ECR platform, and on this platform, like you can see, this is a sewage treatment plant. This is where the sewage on board is processed and then discharged overboard. These are our fuel oil settling and service tanks. We have 2 settling and 2 service tanks on board. This is the fuel oil purifier. The fuel that we have on board, which we receive on board, is purified through this and then put for consumption from the service tanks. So now let's go to the steering gear room that we have on. So this is the steering gear room. Like you can see, this is the emergency fire pump starting panel, and this is the emergency fire pump. This is the steering gear system that we have on board. This is a 2-ram electro-hydraulic steering gear system. This is the starting panel of number 1 steering motor. And this is also our lube oil locker. We have our lube oil of minor grace arranged here. This is the number 1 steering unit. This is the solenoid block or directional control valve, what we call. Number 1 system. This is the drinking water tank. This is the hypermesh system. This is the local firefighting system that we have on this board, this vessel. This is the gasket tank. This is from where the boiler gets its feed water. These are the feed water pumps. This is a spare room. All the spares of various machineries were arranged there. Now, moving down to the generator platform. This is our engine room workshop. What you call? This is the lathe machine. This is our hot work area in the engine room. This is where all our tools are arranged. This is the main engine, the heart of the ship. We have a 6S 46 MEB 8.5 engine on board. The maker is MAN B&W. This is the main air bottle. This is where the compressed air is stored for starting of the main engine. These are the hydrofoil tanks. This is where the ship gets its domestic supply of fresh water. These are the main air compressors. These main air compressors fill these main air bottles. This is the emergency air bottle. In cases of blackout, we use this to start the auxiliary engine. We have 3 generators on board. This is one of them. This is the number 2 auxiliary engine. And another tool board that we have arranged. This is the lube oil cooler. This is a plate type heat exchanger. These are the lube oil purifiers. The lube oil in the main engine sump and the auxiliary engine sump are purified through those. This is our fuel oil system. A part of the fuel oil system, basically the circulating pumps, the supply pumps, the fuel oil heater, the backwash filters, the supply pump filters, all are a part of this fuel oil system. This is the FO fine filter. These are our LT pumps. This is the LT cooler. This is a freshwater generator. Using this, we produce freshwater on board. These are the HT pumps. This is a spare liner of the main engine. This is a main engine jacket heater. This is a spare This is a spare piston of the main engine. Now let's move down to the under piston space. This is the HPS filter. So this is the HPS filter for the purification of the sump oil that goes to the HPS system. This is the local control unit for main engine. If the remote control fails, then we control the main engine from this over here. This is the scavenge manifold. This is the air from where the air from the turbocharger passes through the air cooler and is going into this manifold, and the air for the combustion of the engine is supplied from this manifold. This is the bottom platform. So these are our fire pumps. We have fire and bilge pump. We have fire and GS pump. These are the main cooling seawater pumps. This is the MGPS system that we have, and that is the ICCP system. This is the main engine air cooler, and this is auxiliary blower motor. These are the FO and DO transfer pumps. These are the freshwater pump and the drinking water pump for the domestic purpose. This is the emergency escape trunk. In case of an emergency or a fire, if we cannot go up and make it through the main exit, we can go through this and escape. So this is OWS, or the 15 ppm filtering equipment that we have on board. All the bilge waters are supposed to be discharged only passing through this. This is our OWS bilge pump, transfer bilge pump, and this is our bilge transfer pump. This is a sludge pump. This is the main engine crankcase door.